Well, back with you for the third period. I'm Rob Greisinger. Glad you could join me here on FastHockey.com. 3-2 Titans. 2 unanswered goals by Kenai River kept the game interesting, but right now it seems that blood was boiling a little bit for both teams, and well, New Jersey outshooting the Brown Bears 25-15 and outscoring them 3-2. So we will begin the third period and see it to the end. Bryce in the face-off circle with Goodmanson. Goodmanson wins it for Kenai River. And it'll be Halford. He'll pick up a loose puck. He's got Brasitis. Halford returned the favor to Brasitis. Tried it. Shot was a little wide. 15 seconds in. And it looked like the two that connected for a great goal early were about to connect again, just not unable to finish. Gazzillo chasing after that one in the right circle, nearly got stripped of it. Now Brasitis up the right side is going to try to beat Evanston there. He does not, though. Brady's going to retrieve that dump in. And now Brasitis tips that one, so it'll prevent the icing and allow the Titans to change. Hamilton out with DeVito. Hasek out there as well. Bryce, we'll wait for that one to come on net. It actually was shot by DeVito. That one got blocked. And now Cook up with it, trying to pick his man out. Boshavel, and DeVito's going to get to the puck first for the icing. 19:04 here in the third period. New Jersey up by 1. It'll be Durham in the circle, but he'll lose it to Butcher. Evanston going to send it all the way around to the half wall far side, and now Cook will receive it. Gains the zone, but loses the puck to Hamilton in the process. Cook fighting to keep it away from Osling and thus keep it in the zone along the near side half wall, though Osling eventually comes away with it. And now with a little bit of speed, Hasek not finding the space he's used to having. He's having a little pushing match with Boshaver. And they'll continue to go at it as Hasek going to step in front of this clear attempt. And he'll send it along the wall for Osling. Wiping out is Harchi. Calling for it is Gazzillo. Brasitis trying to keep it in. And the net came off, I believe. That or a hand pass. And the net barely came off. So you could hardly tell from our angle here that it had been off, but it was knocked off by Nast, they say, so Schuler's going to take the face-off here with Sardina. Sardina wins it straight back. Ooh, and a hard wipe out there. And everybody all right. Carrick, the one who lost that edge straight away. It looked like someone just picked him up off of his skates. Here's one thrown on net. Patted away by Nast. Sent around the corner. Brady going to keep it in. Shuffles his way through. That one was a headhunter against Schuler. Doesn't have down after he changes direction, and gloving it is Nast with 18:01 to go, third period. It's 3-2 Titans. So it'll be Becker, Gillette, and Malafronte out there, the all-New Jersey line, with Gazzillo and Brady. Becker with his head up along the corner, takes it to the half wall, then gets nudged up into the boards again to be battling along it again for quite some time now. It'll come all the way back out towards center ice. Gazzillo going to take it before it gets into his own defensive zone, and then it's dumped in by Brady. Nast will take and control it and eventually be settled back behind the net. It'll be Becker there with Gazzillo. Then Brady. Angled along for Evanston, and it'll be Appleton dancing his way through, and it'll lead Gessert. Cross-ice pass interrupted by Malafronte. Spetz has to go get it, and before it got to his blue line, he was able to deliver it off towards Goodmanson. Gessert now going to throw it towards Default. Poked to the corner by Feeney. Spetz going to keep this one in. He will wind and fire, and that one sailed a little high, a little slow with the glove. Feeney was. Had that been on frame. Gessert Absorbs a check and is able to keep the puck after Weaver got into him. Dufault at the half wall. Absorbs one from Brady. Now Brady with Malafronte off to his right, hands it off to him. In onside, they gain the zone. Malafronte going to just leave it back behind for Brady. Brasitis in the right circle was the intended target for Brady, but was taken away from him. Dufault will just send it across ice and then step over the bench, and the change will be completed as Boucher will let that go to the red line, thus the icing, and the Titans will have a defensive zone draw. 16-14 to go. Shots so far in the third period. On the game, it's 27-16, but they're about even at about 5 apiece. Butcher versus Bryce here. Butcher won it, but it ends up at the stick of DeVito. So give the win to Bryce, even though he never touched it. Brasitis backhands it around. Around the horn it goes, then at the red line, it's angled off the glass and then spiked down by Hartje. Couldn't control it, though, as Halford just sends it in, and it'll hug that blue strip, and Brasitis dancing around with it. Went one way, then the other, then off to Halford down low. Tries to keep that puck. Oh, and a shot on, and getting upended was Brasitis. He hits the ice. No penalty. Some of the Titan fans wanting that as their arms were up, but the important one stayed down. Meanwhile, here's Butcher up the right side. He'll try to angle it off now. Freshly off the bench is Hasek, and Rich McKenna is upset with somebody as Hasek stepped off a little too soon and played the puck. And that'll give the Brown Bears a power play. $15:26 to go in the third period. Power play coming here for the Brown Bears. Tied up in the circle. Schuler trying to clear. Can't do it. Archie keeps it in. Off to Keene. Down low for Sardina. Picks his head up.
Bench liner. Too many men on the
for Carlson. Sardina, right circle. They rotate that out. He fanned on it. Ends up keeping it. Sardina now down low as Weaver tries to check his man. Carlson into the boards. And here's one thrown in and score. And that will not make Rich McKenna a happy man. We'll see who that's credited to. Hard to tell. And the Titan penalty kill continuing to struggle here tonight. 3 for 7 on the power play are the Kenai River Brown Bears.
Scored by number 22.
All 3 goals on the power play. Anybody in New Jersey's corner remembers Johnstown that 0 for 5 on the penalty kill. 3-3 your score, angled off the glass. And Appleton was tied up with Miller. Kressel sends it along now. Far side for Appleton. And now Appleton was bumped off of it. Hamilton was the culprit there, able to keep the puck out of the neutral zone. Butcher now up the left side. Going to use the boards to his advantage, puts on the brakes, absorbs the hit from Hamilton. Now he'll head to the net. Round he goes, and keeping the pad on it is Feeney. And he got a stick to the head. He's gripping his head there inside the net. Waited for the whistle, and now a little extracurricular. And Feeney is still down, and I don't think anybody's noticed it yet.
Celebrate the coolest birthday party ever at Middletown Ice World. Birthdays are memorable events, and Middletown Ice World can make your child's one to remember.
14:03 to go, third period. 3-3 your score. Feeney back up on his feet now.
Your special day. For call 732-856-9700.
Face-off scoring to
That's 732.
be in front of the Titan bench. Be Bryce versus Butcher. Bryce wins that one, but converging on it are the Brown Bears as that's deflected on the clear. Halford trying to send that one up. Gazillo gloves that one down. Towards Bersitis. Now Halford gets the line offside, however. So Sardine is going to get the goal from Gessert, all three of which are on the power play. 3:45 to go now as this one sent in by Gazillo around the horn. Took a strange hit. Bersitis left it there. Was expecting Bryce to be there. Bryce trying to get it to Bersitis, and then now a body hits the ice, and then so does a stick. I believe it belongs to a Titan. Here comes Bersitis now. He's got Halford off to his left. Now that took a strange shot, and Nast had to be on top of that one as Bryce was stalking that, but it took a weird bounce that was headed towards the net. Goodmanson now up the middle. Gessert gains the line, but Goodmanson was in ahead. Offside. 13-13 now. 3-3 the score still. 28-18 shots in favor of New Jersey. 3 power play goals for Kenai River. I mean, New Jersey's penalty kill coming into tonight, 83.5%. That's good enough for 10th in the league. In the top half of it, that percentage obviously going to go down and send New Jersey down the ranks a little bit. Part of that is just the aggressive nature. And now here's one lifted up and into the stands to behind a few people not paying attention. So that's fantastic. So a souvenir for a young fan. 13:05 to go. It'll be Miller versus Sardina in the face-off circle. It's the near circle to the right of Feeney, who is back up and shaking off that little stinger that he took on a save. Now here comes Miller, gains the line, takes a shot, and no lane for Farabee to kind of help him out there. So the shot gets deflected, and now the Kenai River is going to get it back. Sardina sends it in. After it is Carlson. He gets there as Hamilton maybe nudged it. Hard to tell. Durham now softly tried to bank it off the boards, and instead it'll head the other way. Back for Hamilton in the slot. He has it. Brady picks his head up. Now he can't get it up as Kressel up in there. Now Farabee falls down as Kaelman has it. He's looking for help. He's just going to throw it on net off the glove of Feeney. Made the stop. And now off the boards and delayed offside momentarily. Now up there is Cusinelli. Took a shot in the head. He's all right, though. He's back to the bench. Here's Schuler for Gillette. Now Gillette in behind the play on a delayed offside. And now trying to head up ice there is Marshall. He couldn't get the puck, though, and settle it as the Titans were in the middle of a change. .11:57 left now is Kenai River up with it, gaining the line. Marshall trailing there. That stick to the corner by Feeney. And frozen by Feeney. Face-off will come to his left, far side circle with 11:49 to go, third period. 3-3 your score. Kenai River looking for their first point since September. They can hang on or get a goal here in the next minute 48 after that quick face-off and save by Feeney. Another face-off on the tie-up. Hasek comes up with the loose puck. He's got Osling off to his left, and they just get in onside, and it'll be kept in by Weaver. He'll take it down low. This one's through traffic. Osling may have got a piece of that. Either way, it got to Nasty, made the stop. 11:33 to go now. Picking up with the action is Evanston. He'll send it to the near side corner. Rifled along the boards, now sent in back in by Keene as Durham comes to the rescue of DeVito as he's trying to keep it away from Cook. Instead, he'll give it off towards Evanston. Now Durham up the right side. Picks his head up, waits for help. He'll just send it in. Hasek trying to get there. Instead, MacArthur got there first. Now it's kept in, turned over. Brady is going to take it to the slot. His lane's tie up exactly now, falling to the ice is Farabee. He looks for a third goal on the weekend. That one's thrown out in front, blockered away by Feeney, up in the air, settled by New Jersey. Now Hasek, near side circle, absorbs a hit. Now I'll dump in. Here comes Farabee, and he cancels the icing as a result. However, it's Harchi who gets possession of the puck with 11:25 or 10:25 to go. Miller, near side, lost it there, and right along the red line. This will head to the Titan offensive end. Now Miller tipped that one up in the air as that is bouncing around, and Brady backtracking, trying to beat Gessert there. Gessert got there, but Brady had sent it away already. Up in the air, Miller chasing after it. Harchi left it, and now it misses a lot. This is a flailing stick. It will still go for icing, though, as Brady gets to the spot for the linesman to blow the whistle. 9:58 left in the third period.
For over 30 years, they have prided themselves on listening,
Tied up at 3.
delivering the highest quality care, professional orthopedics, experience, excellence, and a proud sponsor of your New Jersey Titans.
And now 9:58 to go. It'll be Bryce who wins that faceoff, trying to keep it for DeVito, but on his bike there to get it. Hamilton trying to catch up there with Dufault, excuse me. Couldn't get there, though. They were both knifing away at it. Dufault picks it up in the right circle, though, and then hands it right back to Bersaitis unintentionally, though. Halford settles it back for Bersaitis. Now Halford trying to split two men, can't do it. And now out is Nast. Bersaitis has the loose puck. It's covered up in the paraphernalia, out of right in the middle of the slot. Nast, very liberal with protecting his crease. Makes the stop. He will ice it with 9:34 to go. So that 30th shot for New Jersey, stopped by Nast. 20 for Kenai River. Sardini in the faceoff circle with Bryce. Sardini wins it. And Carlson's going to nudge it ahead. Now Carrick chasing after it with DeVito. Sardini's going to get there, though, and leave it. But overskating it and allowing New Jersey to come up with it. Here's Bersaitis trying to go around Kaleman, but Bersaitis just didn't get enough stick on it, and instead it'll stay in the neutral zone at the red line to head back for Hamilton, and then across for Cusinelli. Back towards Hamilton. DeVito not there to get it. And now Carlson has to wait on a delayed offside. Here's Hamilton to receive it. Now Carlson in the zone, putting pressure on, but it's across ice clear by Halford. Actually, Halford going to golf this one in. It bounces high up in the air. Gillette just could not settle it down. Keene all over him. Halford comes away with it along the far side half wall. Now Gillette comes into a range there. Now it's pinned up against the boards again, and this is pretty much stuck in there. They're just knifing away at it, and the whistle will blow with 8:36 to go. Will be an offensive zone draw for New Jersey. Brad Becker, Malafronte, and Schuler. As Brady and Gazillo wait for it. Gillette has it, and then he lost it momentarily. He's still able to get around his man. Schuler settles it. Now, big hard pass. A little too much mustard on it from Brad Becker. He'll have to send Brady backwards and then dump it back in. Becker now back behind the net on the forecheck, trying to jam away at that. Tied up with Keene. Comes free. Now a body goes down. That's Kressel. Losing the goal stick momentarily is Nast. Meanwhile, in the corner, the puck still being battled for, as it was Givingson who had it. Now Keene pins a man up against the boards. That's Schuler. Still has the puck. Now Keene holding on to him, and long enough for Steve Rouillard, the referee, to put his arm up. And now, just as Feeney starts to head to the bench, Kenai River gets a stick on it, and with 7:49, the Titans will head to their fifth power play. 0 for 4 on it so far here in this game. took long enough there. I mean, you don't even have to be a referee to know that that's a hold. So Sardina versus Miller in the face-off circle. A little bit sloppy there or slobbery, I should say, for Gazzillo. He's able to maintain control, though. Brady now with it, shoots, and save made by Nast with the glove. 8 seconds ticked off there. 7:41 on the period, 1:52 in the power play.
Keene holding 12-11.
Off the face-off to Brady, back towards Gazzillo. He winds and fires. Redirect, stop by Nast. Durham was there. He may have got a piece of that. Brady keeps the queer in. Now Gazzillo, he slaps one back towards, I believe that's Bryce. Got out of my view just a second. Now Gazzillo fakes the drive across to Brady. Bryce lurking down low. That's where his intended target was. Now Hasek towards Bryce. Dixie-doo, and he just bowls over Nast, and that will be goaltender interference, and that may have got him in the head. I like the idea, just I'm not sure if Bryce misjudged it or what, but we'll be skating 4-on-4 here. About as obvious as the hole against Joe Schuler was, as obvious as goaltender interference as that one against Ray Bryce. So and I don't think he can believe it just yet, but he's going to have to face it. So it'll be Cook in the face-off circle with Hasek. Gazzillo, Bersitis, and Brady out there. Cook wins that. Oh, and tried a quick shot off the draw, but it was handcuffed there as Boshaver couldn't get it. Now Hasek up the right side. With speed, a little more open space. Maybe he'll have a little bit more room to work with. Backed off all the way around to Gazzillo, to Brady. Rotating around, this one rising and into the glove of Nast. So it's going to go, the penalty's going to be charging. I just don't understand where that, I mean, I guess I can believe it, but maybe I just don't, charging is rarely seen. And when you barrel over the goalie, it's charging? Gazzillo off the face-off towards Hasek. He shoots. That one rang off the glove, then the post, then mesh, but that may come out. And a little bit delayed on the line change, but regardless, we 4-on-4 for 58 more seconds before power play begins for Kenai River. Gazzillo carries it back towards Brady. The overlap, and Brady's wrist shot is cradled by Nast. 6:41 to go, third period. 52 seconds of 4-on-4 time here in a 3-3 hockey game before a power play for the Brown Bears.
Come on in and watch the action of the New Jersey Titans while enjoying an adult beverage.
Face-off won by New Jersey. Gazzillo tried a wrist shot, got it back. Now he tries a shot again, and that's also blocked. Hasek all the way back to the right point for Brady. Thought about winding one up. Maybe buying some room. Got it to Hasek. Then they play a little catch. Now trying to get it down low for Bersitis. Instead, it'll come to the defenseman for Kenai River. That's MacArthur who got in the way of that. Bersitis going to pick up that loose puck behind the back pass towards Hasek. Instead, he finds Cook. Now Hasek loses his stick. He's calling for a line change as he gets there. Durham out there to cover him. Now Evanston still 4-on-4. This one's thrown on goal towards Feeney. He gloves it about mask level with 13 seconds left in the 4-on-4. 6:02 in the third period. 51 seconds in the penalty to Ray Bryce. So it'll be Gessert versus Durham. In the near side face-off circle, won by Gessert. Sardina, I should say, will hand it on down towards Carlson. Down low. And stripping it from Gessert is Hamilton, but not long though. Harth G Now the power play is on for Kenai River. Hartje has Carlson off to his left. Didn't know he was there, wide open. Hartje now circling back towards the center. The shot from the right circle by Gessert is gloved by Feeney with 21 seconds left in the power play. 5:32 left in the third period. Sardina in the face-off circle with Durham. Now Sardina's swatting away at it, and Sardina's going to get kicked out. Gessert will take the face-off against Durham. Durham wins it. It's going to be gutterballed around the corner. Keene able to... No, he didn't keep it in. I thought he got there in time. 5:26. Hartje has Durham all over him, able to get the puck back to Keene. Thomas Keene with possession up the middle. Going to angle this puck in. And... now out of the box as the power play is now over. Back to even strength. Hartje going to send this one in. Oh, and the redirect didn't quite work there. Didn't time it right. Now it's up in the air. Lacrosse. Oh, the wide open net. And Sardina scores. No goal. Apparently Feeney, according to the referee, was obstructed. Now he's going to have to explain his decision. To Jeffrey Beauparlant. So now this quick little break in the action. So under 5 minutes to go now. In regulation, Gazillo with it in the middle of his own zone, going to give it to Brady. Up the near side. Be handed off towards MacArthur, towards Marshall. Now Gazillo. Give it to Brady. Near side, and this will get sent all the way to the far side for Bersitis, but they are offside as Bersitis was in ahead of it. 4:34 left here in the third period. So it'll be Bryce versus Butcher. Face-off won by New Jersey. Hamilton all the way back to DeVito. Now Bersitis. Cross ice for Halford. Halford couldn't corral it, but it won't go for icing because he was that close to the blue line. Duh. 4:20 to go as now the loose puck will be picked up by Beaushaver. He's taken off the puck momentarily by DeVito's jamming away at him. Now Cook going to send this one on, and a little handcuff action for Feeney, but he's able to keep it. 4:09, third period. 3-3 with 35 shots to 23 shots. That is in New Jersey's favor. Well, regardless of the result here, next week it'll be the Fairbanks Ice Dogs here at Middletown Ice World, while Kenai River will be staying on the East Coast and facing the Wilkes-Barre Scranton Knights. Spetz going to lift this one back in, offside delayed. Brady back to get it. 4 minutes now to go as Farabee couldn't control that one, and now Miller, he tried to control. Cusinelli back passes that one. He took a hit after that. Readjusts his headwear, then gets it back. Gets back into the play. Gessert sent that puck in offside, so it'll be a whistle with 3:48 left. .348 in regulation, that is. Durham wins that face-off, gets it back to DeVito. Now Weaver. Osling angles it around now for the Titans. It'll be DeVito going to send this one in. Osling having to get back on side. 3:33 to go. It'll be Hartje. Angled around, and Weaver. Osling nudges Carlson into the boards as that one gets to the blue line. New Jersey able to clear down. But then, once again, back to the zone. Now near side blocked by Durham that never got there. Hasek picks up that loose puck from the red line. Here he'll take it. Up the middle he goes all by himself. Beats one, tries to split, and goes through two men. It ends up going back behind the red line. He still has it on the right circle. Near side hands it off to Durham. Durham to the red line, centered in front, shot. Oh, the follow through that was initially saved, and the rebound went behind the net, and then diving on top of it is Nast after the ricochet off the boards. 2:50 to go here in the third period. 3-3, and that is all that separates Kenai River from just their first point since September. But New Jersey going to want to change that. Keep that streak alive of 26 straight losses. Gazzillo fakes the drive, sends it down low. Bryce couldn't handle it. Back behind. It goes to the near side half wall. It was deflected off a body, thus it's going to stay in. Gazzillo, he tried to lead Bryce up the middle, but he was a little flat-footed. Bersitis now back behind the line, loses an edge as he tries to pass. It didn't get all of it. So with 2:19 to go, it'll be the Brown Bears up the ice with it. Dufault tried to leave it for Gessert. It's stick back behind the net, and Gazzillo receives Feeney's pass. It's going to be settled down by Halford and then left there for Bryce, rather. Bryce, backhander. Oh, that one had a little awkward angle there. And what's the call here? Hand pass, I believe. A little late for an offside. Header to the net came off again. No clear signal. So we'll go with hand pass. It's Miller versus Sardina in the faceoff circle. Farabee leaning towards goal, but he is going to lose that draw as he never gets the puck. Sardina won that. Now Sardina up with it. He's got a stride on DeVito, and he takes him completely out, and the arm stays down. I am surprised with that. Here's gets thrown on goal and caught by Feeney. With 1:48 to go here in the third period, we'll have an offensive zone draw for Kenai River.
On Friday, December 18th, when your New Jersey Titans take on the Fairbanks Ice Dogs. Pump drops at 6 p.m. That's our next home game, Friday, December 18th.
So it'll be Miller versus
6 p.m.
Butcher. And that one lifted by Cusinelli is into the Titan bench, so we'll have to essentially redo that. Question is will the same line stay out there? 1:42 to go in regulation. Just over 100 seconds separates Kenai River with their first point since September. Butcher thrown out of the draw. He'll trade places with Gessert. He'll face Keegan Miller. Gessert wins the draw. Now it'll be sent on in, deflected off of a body to the half wall. Now Hamilton with a very nice angle off the glass dumps that one down. MacArthur going back to get it. $1:30 left. Hamilton knifes at it, trying to send it down deeper into the zone. He's unable to. Cook now all alone, 1-on-2 if he hurries. And Cusinelli from behind pokes it away from him. Now sending it alongside now to the near side half wall. Was Gessert. Now unable to control that was Hartje, and he had a very tough play to make as Farabee was all over his back, stalking him, trying to get himself in all alone with Nast. So under a minute to go, Farabee up with it, and now he can't go around his man. Miller and Hasek there as well. Couldn't control that one. Brady a little bit handcuffed by that, has to wait for Gazzillo. Sardina all over both of them. Sardina goes into Gazzillo, but Gazzillo is able to absorb it and hand it off to Farabee. He'll dump it in, head to the bench as Hasek chases after Hartje in the puck. But Hartje is able to hand it off to the near side half wall. Last little rush here for Sardina, perhaps. Now this one angled off the back of the cage. May have caught a piece of Feeney, but it'll come to the stick of Durham. He'll head up the left side. Instead, it'll be collected by Brady. And this one goes through Hasek. And right at the red line, Osling absorbs Cook, and Cook able to keep him off the puck momentarily, buy him a little bit of time. Under 10 to go. Now 5. Half wall towards Hasek. Now de Gazzillo throws it on net, and that one's wide. Nast covering the post. That puck may have been pinned up against the up against the twine.
Your score after 3
Regardless of
periods
that,
of
it
play,
is tied up,
Kenai River
and we will
Browns
head
Bears 3,
to a 5-minute
and the
3-on-3
Titans 3.
overtime.
Fans, we are tied. In just a few minutes, we will start a
So it'll be a little strategy session here as the 3-on-3 will begin. New Jersey guaranteed at least 3 points. Now, if
Shots on goal.
neither team scores in this overtime, it will be
For
a
Kenai,
shootout.
9 for a 3-period total of 24. And for the Titans, 13 for a 3-period total of
Other
38.
scores in the NAHL, especially the East Division, Wilkes-Barre has defeated Fairbanks in overtime 5-4. Aston just destroyed Johnstown 5-1. It was all Johnstown in that. Now we have overtime here in New Jersey. Springfield leads Janesville 2-1, and that is in the third period, just beginning there. Minot trails Minnesota Magicians 3-1, while Topeka all over Odessa 6-1. Amarillo right now in the second intermission shutting out Corpus Christi 2-0. Bismarck also has a 1-goal lead against Brookings 2-1. Wichita Falls and Lone Star scoreless in the second period. That's the NAHL scoreboard. And
we're going to overtime.
want to know
NAHL overtime.
what 3-on-3 might look like in the NHL All-Star game? Might get a slight preview here. It'll be feeding to the right goal as New Jersey attacks the left goal, which is protected by Nast as Kenai River goes to the right goal. We are underway. Brady, Bryce, and Bersaitis for the Titans, and now here comes Brady. Looks more like a forward these days. Bersaitis will leave it back, and it'll be Keene that'll take that away for Kenai River. See how that works? Keene up with it the right side. He's got Brady on him. And Bersaitis there to help out. Bryce taking a more defensive role as Keene is going to head back to the bench for a change. Brady back around in the first 30 seconds here. Brady to Bryce. Bryce trying to carry this one along the blue line. He goes around his man. Bryce, dipsy-doos, and he gets tripped up. Titan fans want to call. I'm not sure about the bench, though. Looked more to me that Bryce tried to jump over the stick. Now the shot fired, and that's high. Carrick backtracking a little bit. Now Karchi trying to lead Carrick on. He's got Sardine at the blue line, has to wait. Now it'll be Gesser will take it, and the shot's wide. 3:51 to go here in the overtime. Sudden death. Should somebody score here or shootout? DeVito settles it for Bryce, who's been out there the whole time. A minute 20-second shift with Hasek now as Bryce is calling for the teammate to come on the ice. Here's DeVito taking it himself. He goes down. It's covered by Nast, and now Harchi tripped up a little bit, but it looked a little exaggerated. He saw the referee not react. He kind of was like, oh, darn. Didn't get that power play. Should there be a penalty called, it will be 4-on-3 until the end. Not going to be 3-on-2. Be way too much space. Hasek wins the draw. He's going to spin around. Butcher. Then try to center one for Osling. He was a little bit flat-footed going the other way than the puck. Osling and Hasek, perhaps the two softest hands on the Titans. Going to trouble this one. Now could be 2-on-1 if Hasek can't get back there. MacArthur trying to beat Hasek. Hasek able to poke check that one away. 3:12 to go. Far side it is Butcher. All the way around, and Osling has a man there. Or Osling is the man there. Now Osling comes away with it. Now he's 1v1 with Butcher. Goes around, shoots into the breadbasket, and covered by Nast. That was a nice little wrister by Osling. Just caught the logo of the jersey. There has not been a shootout here in New Jersey just yet. Nor has there been overtime. .56 to go, face-off drop, and won by Kenai River. Sardina coming up with it. Actually, that's Spetz. Dufault now all the way to the left side. Spets is going to have to get back here in a hurry if DeVito can't get this to Miller, and that's exactly what happens. But here's Cusinelli. He's got an open lane if Miller can find him, but backtracking is Spets. So DeVito, they're going to really circle around here. It kind of looks like a Russian suicide drill. And what I mean by that is the hockey drill. For those who may not be aware, there is a hockey drill called the Russian suicide. It's where you do the circles. Now here come the Brown Bears, and trying to end it, but not letting it happen is Feeney. That was, I believe that was off of Goodmanson. Now with 2:05 to go, here comes Miller. Miller's poke checked off of it by Gessert. Cusinelli there, though, picks up that loose puck, and Cusinelli has it. Brady with him along the right side. Miller to tic-tac-toe, score! Darren Brady wins it for New Jersey. And both points belong to the Titans. Kenai River (1-0) in overtime now. 1-1. So in the overtime period, played 3 minutes, 10 seconds. So now the Titans going to celebrate and salute their fans. And, you know, if you're Kenai River, you put together one heck of an effort and you can build off this. But it still hurts when you come so close. So Darren Brady, the commitment to RIT, he scores his 6th of the season. Cusinelli gets the assist with Keegan Miller. All 3 guys on the ice getting points out of that. So the Titans win it and then get their 40th point on that goal. It's their 19th win. They are now 19-8-2, while Kenai River gets a point since they won a game back in September. And that game was also on the road. So now their record is now 1-26-1. Next time we'll be on the air will be next Friday, where the Titans will take on the league-leading Fairbanks Ice Dogs. So the top portion of the bread of that Alaska bread sandwich will take place here next Friday. That game will begin at 6 p.m. with the Saturday matchup at 7:30, just like this weekend. So basically, same state, just different city, the opponent. So we'll see you then. Until then, have a good week, everybody.